That's a Bitcoin chart. It's down, it's sideways, it's up, it's back down, it's sideways, it's frustrating, it's testing everybody's patience. I get it. And all the while I sit here and a lot of my videos, mostly all my videos, I'm just bullish. I have this optimistic tone even when we're talking about downside targets. My video titles sometimes just kind of portray and display my optimism and my bullishness. And a lot of people, just from reading my comments, they seem to despise me. They seem to despise me for my bullishness on crypto. And this video, I'm going to cover some TA actually on Bitcoin and Cardano. This is my power play, Bitcoin and Cardano. But I want to, besides cover some macro TA a little bit, I really just want to reset the tone of my YouTube channel and explain just a couple of things. And I'm just genuinely curious who else out there is on the same page as I am, because I'm blown away the amount of time that people spend in crypto that are just so negative, right? Because in my opinion, yeah, the shorter term charts, they get frustrating, but in my opinion, I maybe I'm wrong to think this, and this is a really messy chart, but in my opinion, a lot of people that are in crypto, I tend to just naturally think are just aware of this chart. They're very much aware of this chart. This is a Bitcoin chart zoomed out. And so if you're aware of this chart, if you're aware of what's happening with Bitcoin and crypto right now, even if you're aware of the macroeconomic state of things and the collapse of banks, even more so if you're aware of that, I would just think that you're bullish, you're optimistic, and there would be a different vibe, right? But that's not the vibe that I see a lot of the times in the markets right now. And maybe it's just because we're experiencing some little dip, but it's been really bad this time around. And this is coming from somebody who started my YouTube channel all the way back here and did videos almost every day into that bear market, right? But right now, for some reason, I don't know what it is right here, it's a little bit different of a vibe. And I just want to explain my bullishness. I want to show it on the chart because I think it's really important to set that context, because it's really infused into every video, even videos like this. I'm not going to really show a clip, but this is back here in April 19th. Bitcoin's at $29,000. We're discussing all types of targets, but we're discussing a $26,000 target out of this pattern, right? This is all the way back on, what did we say? April 19th. And this is the pattern. And I mean, just look how long it takes. This is April 19th back here. It's down, it's up, it's sideways. And we're like, are we going to get there? It's almost there. Maybe it kind of hit the target and it's just not going to fully just be a perfect hit. It took weeks. And there's frustrations in there that I get that. But my point is, whether you're looking at this Bitcoin chart or you go over here and you look at this is a Cardano video I did 9 days ago talking about downside, I think, to the 36-cent range. That is an important range for Cardano. If you're aware, ADA has the 20-week moving average right around that area. Discussing over the next, right now there's 3 days. What's going to happen? 9 days ago, I said, what'll happen if ADA gets there? How will the weekly close? That's what I'm tracking right now, right around 36 cents. How will the weekly close in 3 days? But whether it's ADA right here or whether it's Bitcoin over here, this is the thing that just really, really intrigues me. This is the thing that even if I'm starting to record a video because Bitcoin and crypto is tanking 20%, this chart that you see on the screen right here, and hit the like button if you agree. Hit the like button if you agree with me. This chart is what gets me constantly bullish, because we have dipped, right? Let's take Bitcoin on the daily, for example. From the swing high back here in April, it's been almost a month of just kind of down, just trending down. And we look at the Bitcoin daily momentum oscillator. It's not quite an oversold, but we're trending down. Maybe we get to oversold. Maybe there's some more pain, right? But it doesn't even matter. If Bitcoin hits its target even down here, 23,000 or around 24,000, it's basically a midterm higher low from this swing low back here. If it hits that higher low area, do you know how oversold Bitcoin will be in that environment? 24,000, 21,000. Zoom out more. Zoom out more. If Bitcoin's going to even continue falling even more, take our macro Fibonacci from the swing low of the bear market to the swing high. If Bitcoin's just like done for a couple of months, donezo, and we're going down to 21,400, down to around even 18,700. That's not something I talk about on this YouTube channel. But even in that environment, I'm bullish because if you go to a Bitcoin weekly chart and you just zoom out and you realize what's happening in the world, the use case really for crypto is actually starting to happen. It's always been kind of everybody talking about it, but now from a real world standpoint, we're starting to see why crypto is so necessary. And so that's all happening, and this is where things get ridiculous for me. That's all happening while Bitcoin just went through a bear market and crypto just went through a bear market that almost identical, almost so identical to previous bear markets. This chart, I charted this chart back in the bear market, and I have an arrow when I charted it, 2018. Do you think that's something special that I did, that I just somehow just predicted? I mean, look how on point this was. I had no idea what anything here was going to do when I did it. And this was the bear market of 2018. Do you think I just somehow predicted that out of thin air? This is because the consistencies of Bitcoin are absolutely insane. And it actually played out, not perfectly. It didn't go to 90,000, but it played out unbelievably consistent what the charts are saying. And here we are right now, just kind of at the lower end of this upward trend. You go to this chart. This is a daily. We're still in this uptrend on the daily. There's a ton of room for downside consolidation. You go to something like ADA and you look at an ADA weekly chart, and we're just like, man, this time around, ADA is surviving a bear market and going through a bear market. Very similar. 25 cents so far has been the low. Well, look at the last bear market. What was the low in the last bear market? Like 2 to 3 cents in the last bear market. And it went to $3, right? So this bear market, ADA is just hanging in there like a champ. All of these things are just online now. Staking mechanism, multi-asset ledger, smart contracts are here. DeFi is just kind of just starting to blow up. And it's just like all of these things are happening. And I really think that a lot of people are just, they're just right here. They're living in this world. They're living in the red candles on the short term. And that entire picture that I just broke down, whether it's on Bitcoin or Cardano, and it doesn't even matter what crypto you hold, it's kind of this general crypto environment. They're missing that picture. They're missing that bullish picture. I really think they are. And the reason I bring it up is just because it's in my comments. There's no reason as a human being, number one, to just be nasty to people, right? And I'm not sitting here saying, oh, please don't attack me. I get it. It's part of being a content creator. But where does all that negativity come from? And I think it's because a big reason, at least, not the only reason, but I think it's because it's too much time on the short term. And this is a daily chart. I mean, we're talking about really short term. You start zooming in on the, especially if we're in the middle of a 6-hour red candle and someone's on a 5-minute chart, that's not going to be too calming, right? So it's always about zooming out. And really, for context to all of my videos, even if this move continues to the downside, you can anticipate one thing from me. I'm going to continue to be optimistic and bullish, and I will absolutely try to set the tone and continue to do so of the fact that crypto could fail. I realize that as we look at this chart, I realize, and I can't say it enough, what if crypto just fails? What if it all does go to zero? That's a risk that we all have to be mindful of at all times. But along the journey, whether it's going to consistently just keep this track up, or if it's going to fail, I will track it the best that I can. And that's why I'm here. I'm tracking my crypto journey. I'm just really sharing it with you, just my thoughts on it, my interests in it. And, Bitcoin and Cardano, they happen to be my power play. And if you just zoom out on each weekly chart, it's just, I don't know, for me, there's absolutely no guarantees here. But for me, from a risk reward perspective, my risk tolerance, I think it's a good play. And so that's what kind of comes out even when I'm in these shorter term videos, these shorter term TA videos, even when we're falling. And I just wanted to kind of get that off my chest and just discuss that general kind of theme of my videos from a macro versus shorter term standpoint. We track the short term because I like to anticipate the next moves when they are down, when they are up. What's going to happen at these certain areas? What kind of confirmations might we get that play into the macro? But also, helps me contain my own emotions when we're getting these moves to the downside, because this does look bad. But then if I go to a weekly chart, I'm like, wait a second, it's not that bad. That's just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, everybody. I appreciate you. I'll get back to my regular old TA probably tomorrow or something. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. I'll see you in the next one. God bless.